Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I am a recovering addict. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015 and you are in my bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom and welcome to my poor attempt at begging for your forgiveness because your girl is slacking. But in my defense, you guys, I am wore the fuck out. So let's talk about recovery burnout. What's up, Bonta? Welcome into my bedroom. Welcome into my bedroom where all the magic happens. Nikki, we are going to get to that right now, sweetie pie. So, okay. As you guys can see, I'm live and I'm awake. It's 10 o'clock at night. And here's what happened. So what had happened was I had a CrossFit appointment today at 1. And I met with my personal trainer, which his name is JD. And hopefully Thursday when I go, I won't be so embarrassed. And I will live stream the workout and you guys can watch. But today, I was just like getting to know him and his personality and, you know, kind of like filling him out and stuff because I was like really nervous. And my little boy was with me, so I was trying to keep him occupied at the same time as I was dying. So if any of you guys have ever done CrossFit, you know that it's like an open air gym. Like it's just open. Like there's doors open everywhere. And there's like this black mat and there's like ropes you can climb up and barbells and weights and these row thing, all kinds of stuff, okay? Girl, Sarah, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I let Nick talk me into this CrossFit situation and I signed up. Well, there's no turning back now. I done paid the money. But I did it, you guys. Now, did I do like as amazing as somebody who's like super in shape? Right? No, I didn't. But I would say for a 38-year-old overweight woman of a mother of one who has not really worked out in years, I did really good. I was able to do all my push-ups. I was able to do sit-ups. I was able to do all the squats. I was able to do the row machine. And like I remember, if you guys don't remember, y'all remember when I first started with Nick, I couldn't even do a burpee. And so I felt so good that I was able to do the sit-ups, you guys, because when I first started with Nick like 45 days ago, I couldn't do a sit-up. Like I couldn't even sit up. I didn't have any muscles in my stomach to pull my body up. Hunty, I could do sit-ups. I did 10 sit-ups. By the 7th sit-up, I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going and I do the rest. So I did it. So anyways, I had full intention of going live tonight at 7, and I came home and I took a shower. I had a salad with some turkey on top of it because I'm really trying to change like my diet from like so carb heavy. And so I had my salad, and then I took a shower, a nice shower. I'm talking like Pantene Pro V. I was like, you know. And then I came out of the shower and I put my tie-dye shirt on, my baggy tie-dye shirt and a pair of leggings. Y'all, I fell asleep. And I just woke up at like 7:45. And so I've been up since 7:45, like roaming the internet, watching videos that have been dropping. And so I thought, you know what? I'll stop in on LT's channel. So I went over to LT's channel and listened to the recovery book that he's reading over there. And then it dawned on me, and I thought, have you guys ever experienced recovery burnout? And you might not know what it is if you're new in your recovery and you haven't started like really doing service work yet. I'm way too scared to do CrossFit. You're incredible. Girl, prison mama, I was freaking dying. Y'all know how red my face turns? I look like a little tomato. Like my cheeks were so red. And let me tell you this, at the very end, I was holding the wall because I was getting dizzy because I was like, holy shit. But the guy was really, he was real easy on me. Like he could tell that, I was honest with him. I was like, listen, I was very athletic when I was younger, you guys, like very athletic. And so I still have I still have a lot of muscle and I still have like a lot of like form and strength from back then. And working with Nick has really helped me to like be able to do things. Like remember when I couldn't even do jumping jacks? I don't know if you guys watched my the workout that I first ever did on my channel with Nick, where I couldn't even do a burpee. Like I was just falling all over the ground. Like I literally looked like a fish out of water. I looked like somebody caught me. Oh, we got a killer whale out there. Oh, and drug me in on the sand, and I was just flopping around everywhere. It was bad. And I can control my movements now. I can like stabilize my weight and balance my weight on my feet. And before, when I first started with Nick, like I was so like just wobbly because I had not worked out with this much weight on me ever. And so it takes some getting used to when you're obese, because let's just keep it real. I'm obese and you're trying to do like heavy movements, like dropping down, doing burpees, doing sit-ups, doing push-ups, anything that's up and down, up and down. You have to make sure that you are putting the balance, you're balancing your weight evenly on your feet, or else you'll do like I did my first workout and blow your knee out. And that's what was happening because I could not like balance my weight on my feet because it's been so many years since I moved around like that, Kenneth, I am, man, I'm a heavy ass girl. I'll tell you what my stats were. Are y'all ready? So it's so embarrassing, but y'all already know. I was 228 pounds. They weighed me today on the scale that's like a doctor's like professional scale. And you grab this thing and you squeeze it with your thumbs and it figures out your weight, your body fat, and your muscle mass. So my weight was 228. My body fat was 47%. But on the upside, on the positive note, my muscle was 62%. So he said, for being out of shape like I am, like I have muscle, you know what I'm saying? Which is something that I can use towards my advantage in CrossFit, you know what I mean? And so he said, what I need to work on is my core strength and my cardio. He said, I've got the movements down. I've got my arms. I've got strength in my arms and my legs. Like I can do squats. I can do push-ups. I can do all that. I just need to work on my core and my just overall, like getting my heart pumping. So yeah, I did it, you guys. I did it. And I did it. I did it. And I only cried one time. I only cried one time during the whole workout, and it was at the very end. So I made it through the whole workout. I didn't give up. I didn't tap out. I made it through the workout, y'all. If it was Nick and I had been working out with him, I probably would have cussed his ass out. But this guy I didn't barely know, so I couldn't cuss him out. So, okay, I did that, and I feel great already. I feel better that I just went out and did it, And so tomorrow, what we're going to do on my channel is at 4 o'clock, we will do a workout together here on the channel. And then, hey, Ashley, what's up, girl? Welcome to my channel. We will work out tomorrow at 4 together. And then Thursday at 1, I'm going back to the CrossFit gym to work out with JD. So it's going to be good. We're going to work it out together, you guys. So whew, listen, you guys, I really want to get in shape and I want to be happy with the way I feel. I want to be happy with the way my body is. And so this is just stuff that I need to do. And, I wanted to invest. So let me tell you all a story. And then I'm going to talk to you about recovery burnout because I really want to talk to you guys about that. Okay. So, hey, John, thank you so much. So, okay. What was I saying? damn it, sorry you guys, I get distracted sometimes. Gunny, where have you been? I'm so glad you're in here. Hey, Gunny. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to work out tomorrow at 4. Then Thursday, I'll go back and I'll do CrossFit with JD at 1. And then Friday, we will work out at 4 together with you guys. And then Saturday, we are going to do my son's birthday and we're going to the lake. Okay, and so you guys are going to come to the lake with me. I'm going to set up the tripod and live stream us out at the lake. Remember where that waterfall and everything was at? Y'all are going with us Saturday. Okay, so that's going to be Saturday and Sunday. We're probably going to stay the night at my mom and dad's house Saturday night, have Nate's birthday party, go to the lake, go swimming, and then my husband's going to be off Sunday, and then we'll come back to Little Rock Sunday night, okay? But 4th of July, we're going to spend with my family and celebrating Nate's 6th birthday because my son is 6 years old. And then a week from that, I'm going to have 5 years sober. So is it 5 years? Yeah, 5 years sober on July 13th. So that's officially my 5 years sober birthday is the 13th. Now, I celebrated it last week also because we hit 5,000 subscribers. And so I was trying to celebrate 5 and 5, but we're going to officially celebrate on July 13th. Okay? And when we have that, listen, when I get my 5 years and it's official, it's the 13th, it is going down, y'all. It is going down. You understand me? Like, I might take y'all on we might go through all the old neighborhoods where I used to get high or I don't know, we'll do something that like is just fun and that we can look back on where I came from to where I am now. Okay? Okay. Kenneth, you can do the workout with us tomorrow at 4. It's not going to be hard, okay? We're going to do it together, and we'll have music and everything. I'm going to be y'all's little aerobics instructor. Y'all, I'm going to come out with a pair of spandex leggings on and a leotard with socks up to my knees, and I'm going to be looking like Jane Fonda. Are y'all ready? Jane Fonda, your anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Oh my God. Okay. Recovery burnout. As you can see, I'm not burnout right now, but I want to talk to you guys about it. So I have experienced this before, and I actually go through like little phases where I kind of like have to take a break because what happens to me is recovery burnout is when there's a lack of balance between service work and doing and helping yourself. Okay. And so you can give and you can be giving back, like helping people get sober, telling your story, having a recovery YouTube channel, helping people find treatment, all these things, you know, and you're doing all these things for other people, but you're not doing anything for yourself to stay plugged in, right? And so I was over on LT's channel and I had commented, has anybody in here ever experienced recovery burnout? Because it's something that I go through quite a bit. And it's because I am so extreme. It's because I have these grand ideas like, let's live stream 7 guests 7 days in a row every day for 7 days. Or when I first started my channel, I would go live 3 times a day, like extremist kind of shit, you know? And so it's easy to find yourself like focusing on helping others because helping others is fun. Helping others feels good. And working on the things that I need to work on, like getting my eating in check and, prayer and meditation and journaling, all that kind of stuff. Hey, Gunny, I have an update. Speaking of Ian, I have an update for you. I actually just talked to him last week. Yes, Judy, exactly. We're going on vacation July 19th. And you guys, I'm so excited. I have to be honest. Like, I'm probably not going to do very many videos that week because I'm really just going to spend time with my family and focus on just unplugging from social media for like a whole week Now, it's hard for me to do that because I want to come on here and let you guys know that I'm available and stuff. But, you know, when I first got sober, they would always tell me that sobriety, recovery is a selfish thing. You have to be selfish and you have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. And so one of the things that I find myself doing a lot is, because I want to be of service and I want to help so many people, and because helping people makes me so happy, I find myself doing that more than I do take care of my own self, you know? And that is a character defect of mine, that I know that I'm doing it. I know that I'm doing it, which before I wasn't aware. Before I was like, why do I feel like shit? Why am I like not wanting to do that? You know, like I was like questioning
New visitor.
what's going on. And but now I'm aware of it and I know that's what's going on. And so that's a huge step in the right direction, okay? Because there was a time where I couldn't even realize that I was struggling. You know what I mean? And so I'm very, very, Drew, hey, I'm so glad you're in here. I'm on a late night tip tonight. That's a big thing in recovery, is self-awareness, right? And so I have become very aware of myself over the last couple of years. I would say over the last year and a half, I have just really tapped into the way I am and how my actions affect others, how the things that I say affect others, how what I'm doing affects my family and myself. And so I just know that I can't give from an empty basket, right? I can't be giving help to others if I don't have my cup full, right? So what I've been doing is I texted my sponsor and my accountability partners, and we're going to work on that Codependent No More book that I ordered from Melanie Beattie, and just kind of do some more work, you know, like some stuff that I can do to work on me. That way, when I'm working on me, that gives me strength, and then I can do more to help other people. You know what I mean? Hey, Bobby. Yeah, I'm in Central. Journaling is amazing, Kenneth. Exactly. And now, okay, so Gunny asked about Ian. Gunny, are you still here? It's amazing, Ashley. Yes, I just ordered it and the workbook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to do it on my channel, and we can do it here together. So it'll be fun. So, okay. So that's what I mean by recovery burnout. Okay, second line of business, Ian. So for those of you guys that maybe have not been following me for very long, about a year ago, I was driving down the street and I ran in.
New visitor.
And I'm sorry about that, you guys. That's my phone. My job is. Hold on. Let me block that out so that way it's not going to be in your ear. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. So about a year ago, I was driving, and it was a hot summer day. I remember it like it was. And I was driving, and my little boy saw somebody on the side of the road. He looked over and he said, "Hey, Mom, are we going to help that guy?" And I looked over, and there was a young man sitting on the bus bench waiting for the bus, and he looked like he was crying. He had his hands he had his face in his hands, you know, buried in his hands. And so I pulled over, and of course I left my son in the car with the dog. I locked the car door, and I went over to talk to him, and I said, "Hey, what's up, man? My name's Nichole." And at this time I just called myself Nicole DeMayo because I always say my old last name. I was like, "Hey, my name's Nicole DeMayo, and do you need help?" And he looked up, and it was a guy that I went to high school with. And he goes, "Nicole DeMayo from Lake Hamilton?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." Well, long story short, he was homeless and trying to get sober from heroin addiction and had nowhere to live. And so here on my channel, we raised like $150 to pay half of his rent at the halfway house. And I found him a halfway house to move into. And we went and we drove him up to the halfway house, and I paid the money to the guy, so that way I just didn't give it to him, you know what I'm saying? And we paid for his first month's rent. Well, he did really good, and about 6 months after that, the guy that owned the halfway house passed away from, I think he had a heart attack or something. It was just like out of nowhere. And so they actually asked Ian to be the house manager. And he was doing so good, you guys. And then I started calling him, and he stopped answering my phone calls. And I thought, uh-oh, what's going on here? And so I kept calling him. He was ignoring my phone calls. So I called his brother, and that's when his brother told me that he had relapsed. And so I was like, that's okay. You know, that happens sometimes. And that I was worried about him, and to let him know that I called looking for him. Well, I want to say it was probably like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. Okay. I called in, and he answered the phone, you guys. And he's sober. He's living with this girl that we both went to high school with. And she's never been in addiction. She doesn't have an addiction, and she is such a good person. And so he's living with her, and she's helping him find a job, and he's sober. And so he's been sober for, I think he said 90 days almost this time. So he's back on the wagon, back on that sober drive. I am friends with him on Facebook. So if any of you guys follow me on Facebook, you can look him on. He's on my Facebook. And you can send him a message and, you know, tell him that, hey, I remember you from Nicole's channel, and I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you. And I'm sure that he would appreciate, you know, any words of encouragement. But he called me a couple days ago because he's looking for a job. And so I was helping him with work. And here's the thing, you guys, he really just needed a break. Like, he's such a good person. I know, green-eyed cat. Me too. He's a good person, you guys. He's on, like I said, he's on my Facebook account. If you go on my Facebook and look up Ian Carr, C-A-R-R, you'll see his face. He's a really, really good-looking guy, super smart. He's a doctor, for God's sakes. He's a doctor. But that just goes to show you that the disease of addiction doesn't care if you're a doctor or a lawyer or any of that. It does not matter, you know. And so he's starting from day one, you know, starting his life over again. But he has support now, and I think that's what he did. You know, what he didn't have before was he didn't have like support here in Little Rock. I mean, he had me, but you know how it is. I'm married. I got a son. I can't be over there hanging out with him every day. And so now he has a nice girlfriend that's helping him, and she's a good Christian girl, and they go to church together, and he's still on maintenance. So he's not just, you know, going to be out there messing up. He's on maintenance medication. So that's good, because he's the kind of person that might need to be on, he might be on maintenance for the rest of his life, you know, because he has chronic pain. And that's how he got started on drugs in the first place, was because of chronic pain. Because the kind of job that he had, he was a doctor that did prosthetics, okay? And so from years and years and years of bending over, he hurt his back. And so now, you know, he got on pain pills through a legit prescription. So who would have known? You guys, this kid went to college, got his medical degree, I mean, everything. And he didn't get addicted until after he was, you know, established in his career. So it can really happen to anybody. If he stays on track, I'll message him and see if he wants to come on and share his story with you guys, like his story himself. He's kind of not like I am. He's more of a shyer kind of person. But y'all remember, if you guys can go back, I have so many videos on my channel, but if you go back to last year around this time on my channel, and you just type in like Real Talk Recovery Ian and see if it will pop up the video, but you guys will be able to see it, because I had him on speakerphone and we told him that we raised the money, and he started crying. I mean, it was such an emotional, it was so amazing to be able to have that to help him. And I never would have been able to do that, you guys. How many subscribers did we have when that happened? I think we had like 1,000. And we were able to raise up that money to help pay for his halfway house. It was so amazing. And, but, you know, I don't do stuff like that, like raise money for people anymore, because We are in such a hard time right now, and so many people are struggling that I don't want anybody to give their money and put themselves in a bad way, because a lot of people don't have jobs right now. And so I just don't feel comfortable asking for, help with stuff like that. But maybe one day I'll start my own Real Talk Recovery, nonprofit, and we can, help people get into treatment that don't have any money, which, or don't have insurance, Hey Sonia, I saw your little postcard with the little lady in it. I'm so glad that you're doing that, because those little people at the senior citizen centers, they get forgotten, and you're probably making her day. You know who we got to not forget, you guys? We got to not forget, the moms that are in treatment centers with their kids that are trying to fight the disease of addiction. Hopefully, now that things are starting to open back up here in Arkansas, they're going to have a recovery, I think it's like Recovery Week or something like that here in Little Rock. And so I'll take you guys with me to that convention, me and Sam. Sam is my sponsee, and she lives here in Little Rock. She's part of the Real Talk Recovery fam too. But hopefully me and her can go to that together, and she can help me be my camera woman, and we can vlog some recovery stuff here in Little Rock. Because here in Little Rock, you guys, there's a solid recovery support here in Little Rock. I just always did everything online because of being on Suboxone. I felt like I didn't feel like I had a lot of support. Now, there isn't a lot of support for people on maintenance here, but we're going to change that. We're going to change that and start Mara meetings here in Little Rock, in person Mara meetings, so that way we will have support. But I'll tell you this, a lot of people who are from Little Rock are starting to find my channel, and I don't know if it's because the clinics are giving out my information or what, but I had got a message the other day from a guy from Little Rock, said he was watching the channel and noticed that my phone number was a 501 number. And I was just like, hell yeah, man, what's up? The more, the merrier, the more people we can get together and we can all fellowship, So anyway, I'm just jibber jabbering now. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Oh. Sorry, let me get comfortable. Do a hybrid channel like I'm planning on doing. What's a hybrid channel? What's a hybrid channel? I don't understand. Y'all give me some, y'all talk to me. I want to hear what y'all want to talk about now. I'm reading comments, so you guys give me some questions or some comments. I like talking with you guys. Is there anybody out there that's new, that's on maintenance medication, that just found my channel, that needs support? Because we have a pretty awesome recovery family, and we have a whole bunch of different free recovery options, and we also have Patreon. But if you're just looking for like support, you can join Discord or our Facebook page at Real Talk Recovery. But the people in the group is what makes it so awesome, because they're all super duper on top of it. And then Murk's been doing the Mara meetings, you guys, which has been blowing up. I'm so happy to see so many people joining the Mara Zoom meetings. Like, my heart is so full. Like, they should have made Mara like 20 years ago, seriously, because it's just amazing. Okay, I cut nails, you guys. They were so long that today when I went to go work out, I thought I was going to break a nail. Like, seriously, I broke this one down super low. Yeah, what happened, Nancy? Talk about how to help someone who is on the road to relapse. Ooh, that's hard. Okay. On the road to relapse. Well, first of all, oh, Nancy, I'm not on my computer, girl, so I can't bring anybody on the screen. Do you want to come on tomorrow with me? How about we make a date? That is so genuinely sweet, Sonia. Okay, so how to help somebody that's on the road to relapse? Well, first of all, you guys, sometimes I get uncomfortable. Like, I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm telling them that I think they're going to relapse. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important whenever when you're dealing with somebody who's struggling to be careful what the way you say things, because we don't want to push the person away, right? Secondly, if you know that somebody's struggling and they are maybe hanging, okay, so here's what I take from on the road to relapse. Here's what I take from that. Somebody that is hanging out with people that are getting high, somebody that is isolating and staying away from their recovery family, somebody that is maybe super stressed out and internalizing everything and not like talking or sharing with anybody how they're feeling. And so, what I would do if I saw one of my friends that I thought was struggling and that they might be on their way to a relapse was I would offer them my support. I would say, I want you to know that I'm here whenever you want to talk. And I would invite them to do things with me. And I would offer them my phone number and to text or call me anytime. I would invite them to meetings or out to outings with me if I was doing fun, sober things like, hey, we're going to go to the movies tonight. We wanted to know if you wanted to come with us. And, it never hurts to just be straight up and say, I've noticed that you have been isolating. I've noticed that you've been distant, and I'm really, really worried about you because you're my friend and I love you. But that's another thing. It's like sometimes when we approach people that maybe we're not that close to and we just see something from the outside looking in and we say something like, I'm worried about you, some people take that and they get offended. Oh, what do you mean you're worried about me? I got this, blah, 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 blah. And so I kind of try to make sure that, I feel out my people and I let them know that I'm here for them and I'm not judging them. And I don't want them to think that I'm trying to project that I'm just here to support them, and offer that love and that support. And the best thing that I know to do when somebody's struggling is to bring them into the inner circle, baby. Come on, get right in the middle and hang out with us. I mean, honestly, if you're coming and, okay, here's the way I look at it. If you're working a job and you're taking care of your kids and you come home, you're cooking your dinner, there's no reason why you can't get on YouTube and go to a meeting here on my channel, on LT's channel, on a Zoom meeting, on a Facebook meeting. There's so many virtual recovery meetings now that you can get support from. You don't even have to leave your home, Now, if you have a friend that's like just wilding out, right, and just like going out, like, honestly, some people just have to get that. They have to go out and get enough, because I'm sorry, y'all, you are not going to catch me out fucking up with nobody. I don't even hang out with people like that anymore. Let me share a story with y'all. So, what night was it? Sunday night, midnight, I get a text message, right? And guess who it is? No, that's not bad. I mean, it can be bad though, because you don't, like, if somebody's struggling and they're like about to get high or something, it's best to be, I don't know. Your friends best, Bonta. If you have a friend that's fucking up and y'all are usually sarcastic with each other, then your friendship, you know what I'm saying? But what I mean, like, let's say there was somebody here on my channel that I know from my channel that I have been seeing kind of like coming in and out. Maybe they have sent me a couple messages about how they're struggling. What I'm going to do is say, hey, are you okay? Like, I've noticed that you haven't been around and I want to make sure that you are all right. Is there anything I can help you do? Is there any way I can help you stay on the right track? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I can't chase down 5,170 people. And so if somebody really wants my support, they will call me and they will talk to me and they will utilize me. I cannot physically call every single person from my channel anymore. There was a time when I could do that and I did it, but I cannot do it anymore. And so when I tell all my people, I'm like, you have to call me. If you're going through a hard time and you need support, you just need to call me. It's not going to bother me any. Just call me. If you're struggling with something and you want my suggestion, or what do you think I would do in that situation, just call me. It doesn't bother me. I love talking to you guys. I'm always texting or talking to somebody during the day. Now, if I don't answer back right away, I check my messages and then I'll answer you back. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, you guys, I'm already talking to somebody, so you calling me isn't going to hurt. So anyway, I just saw a comment. Let me see. Hold on. Do you want to be accountability partners with me? Oh yeah. Okay. COVID-19. Can I tell you what? COVID. Okay. Yeah, I heard it's on the rise here too, you guys. I know, green-eyed cat. I know. I can't even believe it. Honestly, I can believe it. I can believe it, and that's not me like tooting my own horn or nothing. Who contacted me on Friday? I've been talking to you all week, fool. And then today, was it today that I woke up and I got a text from you, and it was the funniest meme. I think it was a meme, and I was just like, "What is?" Y'all, I talk to so many people, y'all, so many people from YouTube, all day, every day. It's so much fun. Friday. God bless America. Thank you so much for keeping me on track. Friday. Was it Friday that they? What was I? Oh my God. Get me back on track, y'all. Oh, okay. Sunday night. I was laying in bed. It was midnight, right? Sorry. I'm so sorry. MVP, what are you mad about? Okay, I'm telling my story. Let me get back on track. This is about relapse, you guys. So Sunday night, I was laying in my bed. It was like 12:30 at night, right? And so I got a text message from my old friend, the girl that I used to get high with. Remember, I've told you guys about her a million times. The girl who called CPS on me. Okay? She texts me all the time when she spun out. She's texted me before. I've drove to her apartment and looked under her bed because she thought there was people underneath the bed. So Sunday night, she texted me at like midnight, half past midnight. And she asked me, she said, somebody put sugar in my gas tank. I just got back from SeaWorld. Can you take me to the grocery store in the morning? And I'm like, okay. First of all, just so y'all know, every time she's texted me with some story like that, it's a hallucination. Like it didn't really happen. And so I just texted her back and I was like, call me in the morning, or text me tomorrow, because it was midnight. And so I woke up the next morning and she texted me and she's like, I'm up if you want to come get me and take me to the grocery store. Right then, you guys, I called my husband and I was like, Tara wants me to take her to the grocery store, and he was like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm not going to go. Every time I go over there, of course I texted her back and I was like, listen, I can't make it. Like, it's uncomfortable for me to go around you because when I go around you, you're high and you lie and say you're not, and I don't know why I keep giving her the benefit of the doubt. I guess it's because I feel bad for her, because I want her to get sober. I want her to be a good mom. I want her to change her life, because she was a part of my life for a really long time. And for some reason, I have such a hard time letting go of people that are still in their addiction that I want to help, and so I went over to her house like 2 or 3 months ago because she had been up for like a week and her daughter was there, and I offered to take her daughter home with me and let her stay the night. But it was so overwhelming to be there because she was so high, and it made me feel so bad for her because she was so high, you guys, that she was saying, don't you see them? They're under the bed. Don't you see them right there? And it was so bad, you guys. It was so bad. And it made me think about when I was like that. And so I don't think you guys realize, like, for the longest time, I thought that I was crazy and that the things that were happening when I was in my addiction were not true, But then 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call from Joe, remember the story I told y'all about the guy with the one leg, Joe Jackson? He called me 2 weeks ago and he said, I'm out of prison. And I'm like, oh, congratulations. This dude goes to prison more than anybody I know. And I was like, congratulations. And then I just asked him, I said, what happened when I called you whenever I went into that coma? Like, I remember calling you for help and you didn't come and get me. And he was like, no, I did come out there, but you wouldn't come out of the house. And you kept saying that Cy from Duck Dynasty was going to come and catapult you. And so, y'all, these hallucinations that I saw in my active addiction, like, they were real. Like, I remember they didn't really happen, but I was really hallucinating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was telling other people about the hallucinations. So when he said that, it just totally like solidified it for me that I was screaming. I was calling people like, listen, this is what's happening. I need you to come get me out of here. Da, 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 da. This is before I met my husband. This was like in 2011, I think. This was right before I met my husband, actually. And so I'm like, you got to come get me out of here. Cy from Duck Dynasty is going to catapult me out of this trailer. Y'all, I'm telling you. So I know that she's like hallucinating, and that's probably what's happening for her. And I feel for her, you know what I mean? But I can't save her, and I know that. Listen, I made the mistake of going to her house one time to look under the bed to see if anybody was there. And I will never put myself in that position again, because just going inside of her house and just seeing just the filth and the clutter and just how everything is because she's on drugs, it just made me like, it flashed me back to when I was like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go back there ever again. What the world was you on? Or methamphetamine, IV methamphetamine, and oxy. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Whit. No, Nichole, I know it upsets you, but you can't help people when they're still using. I know. Cut her off. You can't want more for her than she wants for herself. That's true. MVP, what are you upset about? I thought getting married is a good thing. Sorry about my thumb being in the way. I was an IV methamphetamine addict and oxys. I shot meth for 7-8 years, and I still have all my teeth. I know that's pretty much a miracle, just so y'all know, because most of the people that I was with didn't. Anyway, so that's what happened. I was telling you guys that story to tell you that, like, I know that I can't be going around her because she's still using, you know what I mean? And so I can't save her. I can't want sobriety for her more than she wants it for herself. And so the only thing I can do is encourage her, and that's what I try to do. I try to encourage her to make changes and, get help, but I don't know if that will ever happen, honestly. So anyway, I don't know what else, y'all. I guess.
Oh, you on TV?
Yeah.
Hold on, you guys. Okay, listen, coronavirus is going up here, you guys. Hey, Brian, when are you going to come on the channel and tell your story? Honey, the way when I first started out, I was snorting and smoking it, but I figured out quick that wasn't the way I wanted to do it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's that game.
Thank goodness, Kenneth. What's up, baby? You're kicking me out?
No,
You're kicking me out of my own room?
You know what? They're not.
Hey, tell everybody how old you're going to be this 4th of July.
6.
6 years old. How do you feel about that? Do you know how long you know how many years I've been sober for?
Oh, 4.
5.
Oh, 2.
5 years.
Oh, 1.
So you're going to be 6 and I'm going to be 5.
Wait,
Come on,
what?
You're going to be 6 and I'm going to be 5.
Wait, so I'm going to be a grown-up.
You're going to be a grown-up. What did you get today? What present did you get today? Do you want to show to everybody? Go get it. Go get your present so you can show
But
everybody.
I took the batteries out of it.
Why?
Because the radius of the turning thing was so hard whenever I turned.
He was running into the wall.
Okay, be careful now. You're so silly. Hey, Jess, what's up, girl?
Wait, let me show them something. Move. Let me show them something.
Tell him what you said the other day about, hey,
Wait.
Hold on, y'all. Watch. Hold on.
Wait. Hey,
Hold on. There.
Hey, little girl. I am a little boy.
Y'all, it's paypal.me/recovery journey. And if anybody does send Nate money for his birthday, whatever money y'all send, we'll take you guys with us to go get him a little toy or something. But it's paypal.me/recovery journey. And you'll see my picture. So he's going to be 6. I'm going to be 5 in my recovery, which, I mean, if you can do the math, you'll know that I got sober after my son turned 1. 2 days before his first birthday is when I got sober. So I was really fortunate, you guys, to have him back in my life. And I've had him for, 4.5 years now, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had Nate back for a long time. He doesn't even remember not being with us. Late to the party. There's no going back, Brian. No going back. That's wild. I never really did meth. Thank goodness. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness. Stays so dry. It does. Ugh. Yes, it really does.
What's the other blue color? Assuming it's in here.
My phone is literally going to die. It's on 2% battery, you guys. So, okay. I'm kind of slacking this week, Brian. So, tomorrow, LT's going to come on and just chop it up with me. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. LT's going to come on and chop it up with me. Thursday, if you want to come on, you can come on Thursday or Friday. Didn't you say you're on methadone? Because if you're on methadone, I would love to have you on Friday, because Friday is our medication assisted recovery anonymous meeting. So a lot of people come to that meeting, you know, that are either on maintenance or are considering getting on maintenance. And so that would be cool. Okay. And the reason I did that video yesterday, I think it was about methadone, is because I've been getting a lot of comments from people. I think that they're finding me from Big Sid's channel, and Big Sid is on methadone. And so a lot of people that follow his channel are on methadone. And so I've been getting a lot of comments and questions asking me, how do I feel about methadone? And honestly, I support any and all medication assisted recovery, because I do believe that there are some people who just don't do well on Suboxone, and then there's some people who just don't do well with methadone. And I had said the other day, if I had gotten on methadone legally through a doctor and had been on a therapeutic dose, I probably would have been fine. I probably would have gotten sober and done really well with it. But I was not on it legally, and I was not on a therapeutic dose. I was taking over 100 milligrams of methadone at a time, and I was doing it and combining it with Xanax and methamphetamine and all kinds of different stuff. So, but I think it's really important for people to find what works for them, you know, and not ever be ashamed to reach out for help. I think it's really important for those of us that are utilizing Suboxone and methadone to make sure that we're easy and we're careful with what we say, because I see a lot of people who have gotten on Suboxone and methadone, and then they're I guess they're just very miserable because they feel like methadone or Suboxone has hurt them in some way, which honestly, you guys, it's not the medication that's hurting you. It's like really all about what you put into your recovery. And so if you're not putting in 100% to changing your life and seeking recovery and seeking help, then you might have a bad experience, you know? And I see so many people, I almost feel like they get mad at Suboxone or at methadone. And it's like, why would you be mad when something helped save your life? You know? And so, and it's also because people they get on Suboxone and methadone and then they expect to just be healed overnight. Oh, I've been on Suboxone or methadone for a week now. I'm sober. I'm going to quit, you know, and it's not how recovery works. It literally takes time to rebuild your life, you know? Okay, hold on. Let me see what Bobby says. Be sitting there rolling. I've had it where it makes your... Oh, damn, Bobby. On morning addiction and withdrawal and act like pharmacist. Asking you, do you have any more questions or would you like the adverse warning? Hey, Pebbles, what's up, girl? But here's the thing, like, getting on a maintenance medication isn't going to cure your addiction, but you can get into therapy. You can start, you know, getting into recovery support programs. You can start practicing mindfulness and meditation and all these things that will help you to build your recovery support. And then you can gradually taper off of those medications when you're ready. But that's another thing that people start getting upset about, is that they want to jump off. They want to get off of, like I keep on seeing people that are on Suboxone, they're on 8 milligrams or more, and they're trying to taper off of it within 1 week. They're going from 8 to 6 to 4 to 2 to nothing. And then they're miserable, dying in withdrawal, and then they have to get back on. That's because you're not tapering slow enough. That's why you keep failing, because you're not tapering correctly. You need to taper with a doctor, and you need to have a slow, gradual taper, so that way your body can adjust to each dose. And while you're doing that, you need to be beefing up your support system. You need to be having like a whole crew of people that are going to be like at your house when you jump off. Like, this is what I plan. When I jump off of Suboxone, I'm literally probably going to be at my mom and dad's house, where my mom's there, my sisters are there, my dad is there, my husband and my son are there. So that way, if I am going through a little period where I'm not feeling so well and I'm feeling kind of, you know what I mean? I'll have my family to say, they'll be there to hold me down. You know what I'm saying? They'll be there to basically lock me in the house and not let me leave. Hold on, guys. I don't want to keep my husband and wants to go to sleep, I think. Okay, hold on, y'all. Sorry, Neil. Okay. I can't see nothing. It's dark in here. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let me put y'all right there. Perfect. Okay. So, okay. Yes, this is just an old bed. I don't have any sheets on it or anything, so don't judge me. Oh yeah, it really is. And so there's like a misconception, you guys, that like you can't be on a benzo and be on a maintenance medication. Like, you can utilize medication for anxiety if you're on maintenance, but like if you're on Suboxone, it's not going to hurt you if you're on a low dose of an anxiety med, as long as you're being like monitored by your doctor. But being on some methadone and Xanax, it's a little bit more risky. You know what I mean? I wanted to apologize for judging you because I thought you were fake and annoying, but YouTube decided I needed to hear you, and I think you are doing something pretty awesome. Hey, Roy. Roy, I really appreciate that, man, and I accept your apology, and I didn't even realize that you had ever said that, if you want me to be honest with you, but I really, really appreciate you coming in and saying that. Sometimes, sometimes people will put things in people's heads, and I'm really just trying to help people. Hey, Thomas, what's up, hun? I know I have a handful of people who died that way. It says methadone intoxication. Yes. Hey, Chrissy, we're on late night tonight, you guys. Y'all are all up late. Gosh, let me go downstairs so I can sit down and I don't wake up my husband. Hold on, guys. I need a plug in, damn it. Oh. Okay, there we go. This light sucks right here. Okay, hold on, guys. Hang tight, y'all. Okay. Same here, Chrissy. I haven't been going to sleep until 2 or 3 in the morning either, girl. So, no judgment here. It's a weird schedule now with everything that's been going on in the world, Okay. I've had quite a few friends die from methadone and Xanax. So, it sucks. Brenda, hey girl, how you feeling? Hold on. Sorry guys, let me read what y'all are saying. Yeah, Roy, I do. I really do care about the people who are subscribed to my channel. This is my family, these people are my family, and I don't get a lot of views, and I don't make any money really off my channel. I was on 140 methadone, but I kept snorting heroin, so I kept falling asleep anywhere I stopped after work. Damn, yep, that'll happen to you. That will happen to you. But don't count yourself out. Like, if you're still struggling with addiction and you're still, kind of riding that like halfway back and forth wave, don't give up on your recovery, okay, man? Because you can get sober and you can change your life. Like, listen, I never thought I was going to get sober, okay? I had went from being a pretty successful young woman, having good jobs, having, nice things, having a house, a family, my own house, my own little, stuff. And I went from being pretty successful at the beginning of my addiction to having absolutely nothing and losing everything. And then, having my son and losing my son. And so if I can get sober, anybody can get sober, Oh, don't be embarrassed, man. Don't be embarrassed. Nobody's going to judge you. Hey, Hitman, don't be embarrassed, okay? That's your addiction trying to keep you from going in there and getting help. Well, that's okay, girl. Brenda, that's okay. Did you talk to Dr. B? Don't give up on yourselves, okay, you guys? Like, that's one thing. Listen, okay, so let's think about this. I had started trying to get sober back in 2005, okay? Okay, hey Brenda, I'll let him know, okay? Just so you know. I think I missed a call from you the other day, but I'm so sorry, girl. I've just been so tired. I've been chasing my tail on the phone calls, but I'll get at you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow morning, I will text you and let you know that and I'll let Dr. B know about the Zyprexa. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what, you guys, when we're mixing, I used to mix meds all the time because I was a mad woman. I thought I was a chemist or something, you know? Hitman, what are you doing? Where have you been? Are you okay? Last time you came in here, remember, I think you had, and now are you back on track? Are you making videos? I haven't seen you making any videos. I feel like your channel is gone. Is that true? Okay, what was I saying? Okay, yeah, back to the channel. Okay, so yeah, listen, you guys, I don't make these videos because I'm making a killing off of my channel. I live stream all the time. And if you know anything about YouTube, live streaming does not pay the bills. The way you make money on YouTube is through sponsorships and adverts. And the way you get ads on your channel is if you are, making pre-recorded content that is in the community guidelines of YouTube, which a lot of the things that I talk about, like addiction, are not in their community guidelines. So a lot of times my videos just get demonetized right when I upload them. So yeah, this channel is more of a community and a support group. It's not really about like being YouTube famous or anything like that. You know what I mean? No, you can't, Brian. At least I don't. I love you, Chrissy. Y'all, Chrissy's been Gold Dust Woman has been with me since my channel was like at 50 subscribers. Like for real, a long time. And so she's been through me through friends. She has watched me go through ups and downs with people who I thought were my friends on YouTube. At the beginning of my YouTube career, I was trying so hard to fit in with a group of people here on YouTube, and they were just not my people. You know who my people are? You guys are my people, okay? I don't know why I always find myself trying to fit in with like the goody two-shoe, like, I don't know what it is, but I was seeking validation from these like preppy goody two-shoe girls, and they're just not the kind of people that I fit in with. You know what I mean? It's like I just wanted to be accepted so bad. But I seen that in myself. And that's the thing, like, I can admit that I am a freaking crazy woman sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm a crazy woman, but it's only because I really do love interacting with people. Like, I am a people person through and through. When I was in my addiction, you guys, I was with people. I had people around me all the time because I didn't want to be alone, and I'm okay with being alone now, but I would rather spend my time with people like you who understand what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I second that. Yeah, my daughter's seen my video, so I changed it. Okay, all right, I got you. You're doing good. You're here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Hitman. I know all the girls have been asking about you in the comments whenever we go live. It was. And you know what? I've really tried, Chrissy, Chrissy, you help me so much, girl, because you make me realize how much I've changed. I used to be I was such a hot responder. You know what I mean? Like if somebody would say something that made me upset, I would immediately come on my YouTube channel and expose that ass. Those aren't your people, Nichole, and let me tell you, the people who seem goody-goody aren't behind closed doors. They're the ones you see on the news a few years down the road. Listen to this, okay? You guys, if a lot of you guys found me from my collaboration with Lockdown 23 and 1 and through like my prison channel, hey Auntie Ro, through my prison channel interactions. And whenever I was, before I got into the prison channel genre and started kind of interacting with different people from there, I would just like go on tangents on my channel and I would just be going off. And it's because, like, I'm serious, you guys. It's because 9 times out of 10, I would be trying to do something to help somebody and then they would burn me. And that's all. I don't know about you guys, but I get burned all the time when I'm like trying to stick my neck out for people. And I still do the same thing. I don't know if it's because I'm a glutton for punishment or what, but it's like I try so hard to see the good in people. And you know what I'm saying? I try so hard. And I end up getting hurt, you know, because I believe in giving people chances, you know, and so I've had to learn that sometimes on YouTube, the best thing to do is to just stick to yourself, you know? I know. Listen, Auntie Ro, Nate is going to be 6 years old. July 4th is his birthday. 6 years old. So we are going to go to the lake and y'all are going to get to see Nate. So happy, y'all, because he loves going to the lake. And I'm going to get emotional. I am so glad to have my son. I am so glad that I'm sober. I am so grateful that I get to be with my son. I can't. You know, I hate to say this, but it took me having my son taken from me for me to get my life back. And I'm so glad that I have my baby back, and I love him so much. He is literally my life. You know, he's my life. And so anybody that is out there that has lost their children because of their addiction, like, you can get your kids back. You can get your kids back just like I have. And, you know, my little boy, he doesn't remember any of it, and he's just so happy, you guys. But it's times like this. This month, July, is the month that I like really just, this month for me was like a hell at the beginning of my recovery, because it was the month that my son got taken away from me. It was the month that I went into treatment. You know, it was the month that everything happened. All the changes happened. You know, I got my son taken. I went to detox. I went to treatment. And so it's just, I think about how grateful I am, and that I'm just so grateful to have my son, you guys. If I didn't never think I was going to get pregnant. I didn't think I could get pregnant. I thought I had messed up my insides, you know? And so when I got pregnant with my son, it was just like a miracle, you know? So I love that kid more than life itself, y'all. Yes, I do that, Reasons. You know what it's like to burn people and you feel bad for doing that. I think it's because you always put yourself in their shoes. I try to put myself in people's shoes. Yes, I do. I know, Chrissy. I used to be a psychopath. I used to literally go on these tangents, you guys. Row. Now, you guys, I'm like, I do not want to get pregnant again. I cannot afford another kid. Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Me and Neil are happy with our little baby boy, our Cinco, our little one baby. And so I cannot have another kid. And that's what I always worry about. I worry about like getting pregnant late in life. Nate being like 10 and having a 1-year-old or something. Lord help me, Jesus. So anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to pop on and chit chat with you guys late night. I hadn't been going live at 7 the past couple days because honestly, I've just been hanging out with my family, and today I fell asleep. But I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. I'm always going to be 100% honest. I struggle. I'm not perfect. I try my best to do the best I can to help other people and to be positive influence and somebody that, I just try to be a good person, you guys. I spent so many years in my active addiction doing bad things that I really work hard on being a good person. It means a lot to me to help others. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me to give back what I can and to support people. And when I was in my addiction, I hurt a lot of people. I hurt my family. I hurt my friends. I hurt my son. I hurt myself. And so it helps me to be able to help other people, and I enjoy doing it. It does, Kenneth. It's washes away. It helps. I swear to God, it literally cleanses my soul. Every time I cry, I feel so good. It's I just let those emotions out, and it's just it's amazing. It's I'm not ashamed to cry. I'm not embarrassed. I don't feel ashamed to be vulnerable. It helps me so much, and this channel helps me. Being able to share my life with you guys, it helps me. It helps me so much. So if you're ever oh my God, Nichole, she helps so many people. Honestly, you guys help me more than I help y'all. This channel has literally been therapy for me for 2 years. So it really, really does help me a lot. So whenever you're thinking, oh, Nichole, she helps people, y'all are helping me. So just know that, we're helping each other here. It's a give and take, it is a balanced out situation. So hey, Lynn, how you doing, honey? Okay, you guys, go to sleep. I love y'all. Don't stay up too late tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with LT, and then tomorrow at 4, we're going to be working out. So, ladies and gentlemen, have your workout clothes ready, and you better be ready to sweat. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, live here on my channel. All right? Love you, Auntie Ro. I love you guys. I love y'all all, but I love my Auntie Ro the most. I love you, Auntie Ro. Ro, you need to come to Arkansas and hang out with Mom and Dad in their house. Seriously. Mom and Dad have a guest bedroom. You could stay the night, or you could stay a week, and you would have so much fun. I know Mom would love to have you. Okay, good. Whenever you get down here, I'll be down there too. I'll come hang out. Me and Nate will come hang out with you guys, okay? All right. And maybe, whenever I fly out to see Dr. B in California, I'll let you know when I get out there and we can meet up and stuff, because Dr. B's office is in Santa Ana. So when I do come, I'll be in Santa Ana, but I don't know if that's far, far away from where you are. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We will link up, okay? And listen, Ro, this time I'm not going to get drunk as a skunk. You guys, I don't know if I've ever told, yes, I think I have. This is my Auntie Ro. It lives in California, and when I was still in my active addiction, I went out there and we had stayed 2 weeks or something, and I got so drunk on the way back on that flight back from California. I thought I was going to die, Ro. Die! But now we are sober as judges. And so we're going to be living the good life this time. I love you guys, though. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? 4 p.m. for our workout. Good night, everybody.